Hello friends, this is tutorial number 49 in these Turbo Pascal programming language tutorials. Okay, in this tutorial we will talk about records. Now, what are the records? Okay, records can be anything. Okay, we can define as a record. Okay, we use the variables. We use the variables, our global and local variables, and but imagine now that we need to create a variable car. Okay, variable will be car, but car can have its own. It can have a brand, and also can have a brand, model, kilometers driven, horsepower, color. And if we want to create all of that, how many variables do we need? Many, pretty much variables. And okay, and we can do that, but it will be a little more complicated. And instead of create a lot of variables, we can create a record car, and which inside will have own fields like okay, brand, model, and whatever we want. We can, of course, it can be a person, book, telephone, whatever. It is a similar to it. It's more like an object. Okay, and okay, let's. But to explain you better, it is better to we create one simple record. Okay, we want to create a record. We are using first we are using type. Okay, and below we will type. Okay, we will create a record. It will be person, and it will be a record, and we typing equals to a record. Okay, and below we need to we need to write a couple of fields. Okay, first will be a name, which will be a string. Okay, we can also type gender, which will also be string. Okay, and okay, we can, of course, we can type age. It will be an integer. Okay, it's okay for now. Okay, we have three fields. And now when we finish with fields, when we finish with defining our record, which in this case is person, we need to type end. Okay, we can't forget it. Okay, because our program will not run. Okay, and we define a record person. Okay, it has a name, gender, and age. Okay. And now, how we will define a person? Okay, we can do that. We will create a variable, and okay, it will be person one. Okay, as a person number one, and it will be a person. Okay, pretty much simple. Okay, we have a variable which is a person. Okay. And we will need to define our variable, but first we need a begin and end of our application. Okay, and let's type read line. Okay, it's good. And now we want to define our record person one. And how we gonna do that? Okay. We will use width. We need to use a width, and we have a person one do. Okay, and of course when we have do, we need to type begin and end. and inside we need to define our record person. Okay, and we will simply type name equals to John. Okay, this is person name, and we need to type gender equals to male, and age, okay, it can be 25. Okay, this is a simple example. Okay, we created our record person 1. Okay, and now we simply want to print this record. Okay, and if we want to print, just a second, okay, a little space. If we want to print a record, okay, let's try, but not record, it is a person 1, it's a record. Okay, let's compile. Okay, and we have an error, cannot read or write variables of this type. Okay, what this means? Okay, we cannot simply print a record. It's not possible. We need because we need to specify what we want to print. Okay, and if we want to print something, okay, we can use, okay, we using personal, but we need to specify what we want to print. Okay, will we print name, gender, or age, or we will print all? Okay, if we want to see print all, okay, but first, if we want to print, we will use we need person 1 dot name. Okay, and let me see now if, okay, let's compile, and okay, I use semicolon here. I need dot. Okay, if we compile now, okay, it's good. And if we run now, okay, you will see John. Okay, and as you can see, we define, okay, we want to print record person 1 and name of this person 1 of this person. Okay, if we want to print gender, okay, let's run. Okay, we have male, but okay, we didn't clear, just to don't be confused. It was printed just a male. Okay, John, we will not clear the screen. And with this we can now, if we want, we can type 3 lines and print name and gender and age, and we can print a complete record, but it is not recommended. Okay, now if we type, we can type here person name as a text, and no, it's not good. And we can now, because we will create now person another record with. But first we need to create here person 2. Okay, let's create another person 2 do. Okay, we need begin and end, and inside we will define our second person. Okay, let's type a name. Okay, I need one name. Okay, it can be Brenda. Just a second. Brenda from Beverly Hills. Okay, okay, it was the first name in my mind. Okay, and okay, we will type gender. Okay, gender will be female. And I saw that I forgot 2 dots here. Okay, and we need semicolon here, and we need to define age. Okay, age will be 20. Okay, and imagine now that we want to print, okay, and if we have 10 persons, how many times we need to, okay, we can do that. We can use, okay, write person1 dot gender, person1 dot name, age, and also we can do this for person2, but it will we need a lot of time for that. And how to do it by the easier way? Okay, you didn't forgot, we use, I told you when we learn about procedure that I insist a lot of examples to practice with you, because the procedure is one of the most important commands in Turbo Pascal, and of course we will use procedure. We need to create procedure, and we will use every time we will use procedure to print our records. Okay, we need a procedure. Okay, how we, okay, person, show person, scan person, display person, I don't know, you can choose whenever. Okay, I will use scan. Maybe it's not better, it's not good for the person show. Okay, it is okay. In most cases I'm using scan. Okay, like, but okay, I will use show. I will call this procedure show, and it will be we will have p, this is of course var, it will be var p as a person. Okay, and now we will need begin and end of this procedure. Okay, and now we need to write this, define this procedure. Okay, now we define variable p, and with this p we can do the same thing what we did here. Okay, with person1 do, with person2 do. Okay, here we have a local variable p, and we can simply type with p do. Okay, and of course we will have begin and end, and we will type what we want to do. Okay, and we will do like this. We will use write line. Okay, okay, we will type name, and we will use object person is p, and we will type p dot, okay, we have name. Okay, it's enough, and we will write line. We have gender, and we will use p.gender. Of course, we have age, and we will type p.age. Okay, and with this we define our procedure. Okay, and we can use this procedure. Okay, we want to print, to show me. Okay, print me or whatever you want. Person print. Okay, I use now show. I usually don't use this, but okay, for this simple application we can use show. And if we want to display now show a person, we will call this procedure. And procedure is the best way for reading and printing our records. Okay, and now, okay, what we have here now? Okay, we have a right line person 1 gender. Okay, I can delete or comment this. We can simply comment. Okay, we will just use. Let's call this procedure. It's person show. Okay, person show. And we will just use person 1. And let's compile. Okay, I have 2D here. Okay, syntax error. Let me see. Okay, it's everything okay. And okay, we can clear now. And let's run to see what we will get. Okay, as you can see, now it is pretty much good. Okay, we have a name is John, gender is male, age is 25. Our record is printed completely, and this looks very nice, as you can see. Okay, if we have 10 fields, it will print us 10 fields. The most important thing, okay, we can use this procedure and for any of records, if we need to change now, or we want to, okay, we will not delete, we will just write a line couple, we will use couple of stars. Okay, and we will call the method, the procedure, person show, and we will type just person 2. Okay, let me just clear this, and okay, we can run. Okay, and here is our another person. Okay, and this looks perfectly okay. And because of this, we are using procedure, but because procedure it can resolve all of it for us. It is not only about printing. Okay, procedure will help us a lot while we are working with records. We will of course do a more complex application, but in this introduction I just want to show you how much procedure is important. Okay, if we have now 10 records, okay, and now we don't know which one or how many of them we will print, or the simple way, and the simple way we are using, just we defining a procedure, and when we want to call it, we just use with one line of code. We don't need to type separately for it is, for example, 5 persons. It will not work properly for us, and code will be large, and we can Okay, it will not, will be large. It will be code will not be readable, and our application, of course, will not be readable. And this looks a lot of better. Okay, and if I want just to show you one more thing, okay, we will not delete. We will not delete. Okay, we just can define. We can just type, okay, we will just use one if statement. Okay, if for example this will be a simple one, if p dot if we want to compare p dot age, just one person one, sorry, we want to compare if person 1 dot age is greater than person 2 dot age, we will type then. Okay, and we need begin and end. Okay, it's too much on the right. Sometimes when tab go too many on the right, I used to type it manually. Okay, begin and end, and we will simply write a message, and it will be right line person 1 dot, and it will not be age, it will be a name, and okay, we will need some text, and it can be is older than and we will simply type, okay, person 2 dot name. Okay, and now we will have one else if statement, and it will be vice versa. Person 2 dot age is greater than person 1 dot age, and we will have then also we will have begin and end. We will simply write line, and now it will be vice versa, of course, person 2 dot name. Okay, now we will need a text, is older than, and now we need person 1 dot name. Okay, it looks good, and now we will have else statement, and in else statement we will just okay, we will have begin and end, and it will be just one message. Right line, and it will be person 1 dot name, and we need a text, but a little space. Okay, and we will have a person2 dot name, and now we need the text again. We will simply type have same or the same, but maybe it is a better. Just a second. We will use the text in the new line. Right. No, here will be right, and here will be right line. Okay, and we will start with text, but with a little space. Have the same number of ages. Okay, in this with this control statement, we will just compare the ages of person 1 and person 2. Okay, to explain you how we can compare records. Okay, we will just compile this. But okay, here when we display person 2, we simply can okay, we need a couple of stars, and I will just compile this to see if everything worked properly or we have some error. Okay, where is the error? Okay, we have else if statement, and I have semicolon here, and I also have semicolon here. Okay, my mistake, it's normal. We fixed it. Let's compile again to see if we have some more errors. Okay, and now here, where is the else statement? And I don't have a semicolon. Okay, and we will see now. Okay, now it will work properly, and we will just run to see what we will get. Okay. We displayed now for two times. No, we didn't display. First, it is better to clear the screen because and now we will run. Okay, we displayed person 1, we displayed person 2, and okay, what we have seen. Okay, John is older than Brenda. Okay. It's normal. Okay, John has 25 years, and Brenda has 20 years, and of course John is older than Brenda. Now we can simply to confirm to everything work properly, we will just change a little ages. Okay, here where we defined, now we will type Brenda is 10 years older. Okay, has 30 years. Okay, and now let's first clear. Okay, and let's run again. Okay, we see now that okay, are two records, and now Brenda is older than John. Okay, Brenda has 30 years, John has 25, and this works. These control statements works good for now. And we'll just now Brenda will be 5 years younger. We will type 25, and we will just check for the third condition to see if everything works good. Okay, let's clear this, and now we will run. Okay, John and Brenda have the same number of ages. Okay, this works perfectly fine, and I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, because of that. Okay, and okay, this was the simple examples of records, and I hoping that it's not too much complicated for you. Okay, you just need it is better. Okay, you don't need to hurry to continue. Okay, you need I really hope that you type this lesson together with me, and just practice this a little. Try to create another record. It can be, I don't know, telephone, it can be some book or car if you like cars. Okay, whatever you want, just to type a couple of fields, and you will see how it works, how it don't. You can try to compare a little. Okay, I'm pretty much sure that you will like this. Okay, I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.